It is completely okay to afford one trip a year. So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hey girl, my name is Lucy. I always say to stay subscribed. We have a good time on this channel. Now, as you've seen by the title, in today's video, we're going to do another part to my favorite series on this channel, things that social media has normalized but isn't really normal. While we're doing this, we're going to be installing this beautiful bob wig from Luvme Hair. You guys know, one of my favorite hair companies to work with. Anyway, without further ado, let's just jump right into the video.
Today's video sponsor is Luvme Hair. As per usual, I have worked with them so many times on this channel and I really genuinely enjoy working with Luvme Hair because I love their wigs. They are so affordable, good quality wigs. It's ridiculous. They are popular and I'm pretty sure you've heard of them, and there's a reason why. They serve the best. They give the best. Today's wig is a bob wig, and for the summer I usually have a new bob wig. This wig is probably the fastest wig I've had to install in a very long time because there was literally no installation. This wig I believe is a 10-inch or 12-inch, but I'll have the exact details linked below. And I have their 7x6 lace. Gives the illusion of a frontal. If you like to wear the wig like a frontal, you definitely can with this particular wig. One thing I love about Luvme Hair and would always be a selling point for me is their wig cap construction. It is always perfect, snug on your head. This particular cap is their breathable cap, so again perfect for the summer because of how breathable it is. I absolutely love this wig. The pattern space on this wig is phenomenal. The wig comes pre-cut, pre-bleached, pre-customized, and the lace is so thin.
Now, I had to re-record this video, which really breaks my heart to say this because if you're a content creator, you know the pain I'm about to describe. I recorded a couple videos a few days ago, and when I tell you my mic wasn't plugged in or it fell off at some point while I was recording, yeah, that's exactly what happened. If you're a content creator, you know the pain I've been going through and I'm going through right now, especially when you do a chit chat, because it's not scripted, so it's very hard to remember everything. Very hard for it to flow the same way twice. But you know, setback is not denial, it's not a rejection, it is not failure, it's only a lesson. And there's a reason why that happened, and that's what I told myself. So having to re-record all the content, except for one that I'm pretty sure is already posted, is a lot, but if that's what God wants me to do, that's exactly what I'm going to do, and that's what I'm doing right now. So before we start chit-chatting, I added a few clips about the hair initially, like when I unboxed and when I installed it. And to be honest with you, there was really no install to this wig because this is a very simple, lightweight wig. This wig is perfect for the summertime because obviously you don't want anything, you know, too much on your head, and that's the reason why I opted for a bob wig for this collaboration, because every summer I have a new bob. Right now, filming this video, I need to hurry up because I had to turn off everything so that there wouldn't be extra noise, but it's really hot in here. And the only thing that is saving me from actually burning up is that I have this light wig on my head, because if I had a full frontal, I wouldn't be able to breathe. I wouldn't be able to get my words out of my mouth. I always opt for a bob wig during the summertime because it's just airy, easy to go. This wig is not installed in any way. I just threw it on because it's a closure wig. I 100% recommend. There was no work other than just straightening the wig and wearing it. So I'm going to have all the details linked below. For this chit chat, I'll try my best to not be angry because watching my videos back on this particular topic, I always sound angry. Actually, I feel like I start off slow. Like I start off really calm, and then at some point in the middle, I just switch. I mean, understandably, because some of the things that we've spoken about on this channel, honestly, The first thing I want to talk about might actually ruffle a lot of feathers, but we're going to say it. We're going to speak about it. And if nobody will tell you, I am here to shake all these tables that are very difficult for you all to shake, okay? I want to talk about the international baddie aesthetic, the travel babe aesthetic, the travel babe era season. But you know what I'm talking about, the pressure to be international these days, the pressure to travel and have Instagram highlights with different countries. I'm telling you, it's a thing, and you know what I'm talking about. Now, let me start this point by saying that I am a travel babe. I love traveling. If you watch my videos, if you watch my vlogs, you know that I travel a lot. But I feel like we need to discuss this a bit more because they've taken things too far when it comes to travel. Traveling is good, and so many times on this channel I've mentioned that that's one way to expand your knowledge. That's one way to see different perspectives of life. That's one way to actually understand culture. One of the best ways to live life as a whole. Traveling, experiencing people from different cultures, different backgrounds, different races, ethnicities. Traveling is beautiful. Traveling is life. Honestly, I can't do without it. I love to travel, right? And that's the reason why this one really hurts me so much that I have to speak about it. There are certain things about traveling, context of traveling that has been normalized that people aren't necessarily speaking about. People have started picking up the pace when it comes to actually getting out of their comfort zone and going to other countries. I love to see it. But you see, they've taken it to a whole different turn. I feel like we need to actually call back to earth and educate people on certain things, why we do certain things, because majority of the people that travel these days travel for the aesthetic of traveling, for the, oh my god, I've been to Paris, oh my god, I've been to Italy, oh my god, I've been to Europe, oh my god, I've gone here, I've gone there, I'm international. But when you ask those people the countries or the cities you've gone to, what are they known for, what was your experience, it's all more for the I've been there vibe than actually experiencing the country or the city. I know you know what I'm talking about. There are some people you come across, you sit them down, you ask them, oh, you've been to Paris? They'll be like, yeah, I've been to Paris. And then you ask them, what were your highlights? Like, what did you enjoy about the city? What did you learn about the city? They're not necessarily able to tell you an actual, like, real life experience other than the luxury things they did on that trip, how they were able to afford it, and the fact that they were able to afford it, which is so sad. It's so bad that people are running themselves dry, dipping from their savings, completely deprioritizing important things in their life just to say they have traveled, then come back to their home countries or cities broke. They're not able to pay rent. They're not able to cover the necessities in life because they want to do Europe tour. And that's another thing. People have completely normalized the extraness of everything. That's not a word. It doesn't have to make sense, but I know you know what I'm talking about. Traveling can be moderate. Traveling is an experience that you plan yourself ahead, and it doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't have to be elaborate. It doesn't have to be the show-off type of traveling. You're going there for the experience. Why are you killing yourself to get this luxury going when you could just have a good time with what you can afford and plan yourself? I feel like so many people forget that all fingers are not equal. Now, let me give you myself for example. I travel a lot, right? And I'm going to tell you why I'm able to. Just in case you're looking at my life and you want exactly what it is and how it is. I'm going to give you a couple reasons why you and I, wherever you are, might not be the same in terms of traveling. I definitely wouldn't be able to afford it if I was in the same position as you are or in the same country that you are. And I'm going to explain what that means because some people actually have this entire thing mixed up. I'm able to travel to all these countries and up and leave at any time and come back at any time because one, I live in the Schengen Union, and the Schengen Union means I'm able to access these countries easily than you in America would, you in the UK would, you in Canada would, you in Nigeria or any other country. Just because I am within the union, you're in the union as well, like all these other neighboring countries like Germany, Poland, Austria, France, Italy, you can move around freely because it is close to each other. The ticket for us is completely different from the ticket for you. That's what I meant by I probably wouldn't be able to afford it if I was in your position, because if I was in the US or in Canada, I would probably not have as many trips as I do have in a year. The only reason I'm able to afford this many trips is because I live within these places I'm going to. If I tell you how much flight costs from Budapest to Paris, you'd be shocked because obviously from wherever you are to Paris is going to run you thousands. And sometimes, if I'm being honest with you, we get really good deals that we can get a flight from here to Paris for $80 or for 70 something dollars depending on the airline and the capacity at which you're traveling. It's not the same. I'm able to do weekend trips, like short trips, because these places are neighboring countries to me, so it's easy. And sometimes I don't even need to fly. I could take a train, I could take a bus. Again, understand this because I keep talking about you must not do as everybody does on the internet. Me aside, let's talk about your celebrities and influencers that do this Europe tour, travel to Dubai, go here, go there. You know, they're able to afford like multiple trips a year. It's because they are celebrities and influencers that make tons and tons of money. And sometimes they even get sponsored to travel on these trips. But you want that lifestyle, or you don't have the account to back it up. How does that even make sense? I see a lot of people run themselves dry. Money that you're supposed to use to do something better, something good that would actually generate wealth for you to be able to really afford that travel lifestyle that you want. You will spend all that money to travel and then come back and be broke and feel sad and be depressed just because you want Instagram highlights of different countries. But when you cannot afford it, sis, do what you can afford. It is completely okay to afford one trip a year. One trip is okay. I don't know the idea that you must have multiple trips. You must do Europe tour, summer Europe tour. People need to be really realistic on what they can truly afford. And then another reason why we have a lot of these fallouts during the trips, like these girls' trips that you see on social media that people talk about, story time. One of the main reasons why they fall out on those trips is because they are broke. Like, it's always somebody wasn't able to pay for something, was trying to leech on someone didn't put their half of the bill, you kept tapping your card, that person wasn't tapping their card. It's always that. And this is why everyone just wants to feel among, everyone wants to be part of this travel aesthetic, this international Baddie aesthetic, this travel babe era, right? Everyone wants to experience that, which is good. And you can absolutely save up for that one trip in a year. I must do it because everybody is doing it. Like, what will I look like that everybody is going on this trip and I'm just the only one left out? That fear of being left out, that fear of missing out. One of our biggest problems in life is people trying to live like their crushes, their idols, their inspiration, their mentors, their influencers, their celebrity, their this, their that. That's one of our biggest problems. Once you just accept yourself and your situation for what it is and who you are and live accordingly, things become smooth for you. You begin to lose focus in life when you start to indulge in all these expensive activities, all this expensive fun, all this expensive aesthetics. You will go broke. Let me just tell you, you will run yourself dry. You'll definitely be broke for a very, very long time if you're one to always jump on aesthetics, especially luxury, expensive aesthetics such as this one. It's so sad that traveling is even an aesthetic. And how you know this is even an aesthetic is there are certain locations that are so popular that people only go to. It's just these specific countries that you see them hovering around because it's popular to go to these countries. You ask them why they truly want to go somewhere, they cannot tell you why. It's because somebody went there, they want to go there. And I can understand where you see someone's experience in a location and you're actually moved and inspired to go there. But realistically, if I do my research, which you should always do your research, you find that maybe it was good for them and they were able to make it look good, but for you and the kind of person that you are, maybe that's not your location. There are so many times I've had that kind of experience before, but so many people don't even do their research. You see people that go to countries and they don't even know why they are going there. There are 1,000,001 things that could be more interesting to you than what your celebrity or influencer did in that location. But because people are just so blown away by the person's experience, they don't even want to know. They just want to touch the soil of that country, take pictures and dip. That's exactly why you spend thousands and thousands of dollars to go to a place, to just touch soil, take pictures, post on Instagram, create reels and leave. Highlights. That's the reason why you spend your savings. Instagram highlight, that's why you will spend your savings. God really needs to deliver us in this world though. God really needs to deliver us on earth. I don't know where we're going, but I hope we don't burn and perish. All these things I'm talking about, they are bad. We're kicking and laughing about them. But honestly, these are terrible things that we're discussing on this channel. We are going, I don't know where we're going, but we're going. And it's scaring me because something that is so beautiful, I don't know how we can just instantly turn it into something horrible. Because nowadays, even when I see people traveling, I don't really see the love or the genuineness in the trip. All I just see is flash, 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 camera flash, light. We have other points to talk about, but this particular one obviously needed its time. The next thing I want to talk about is people wearing lingerie as outfits. I think this one I should have actually spoken about a long time ago, but it's not new. But we haven't spoken about it. I don't even know how I missed it. Who made it normal for us to be wearing lingerie as outfits? I think the first time I ever seen it was when there's this, oh my god, I think it's called Poster Girl. Poster Girl has this outfit, this lingerie type outfit, mesh net, fish net type outfit that girls started wearing, and it was so popular. I think it was like 2022, 2021, correct me if I'm wrong, right? When I saw this, I'm like, how is that normal? Who made this okay? Like, why? That is so distasteful. Apologies to whoever this might offend, but honestly, it's my thought, it's my opinion, and I just can never normalize it because it's not normal that you wear lingerie and walk outside. I've seen a Poster Girl outfit come in the mail for someone. It literally came in, you know how they put like hose in a plastic thing, a new hose when you buy it newly, right? It literally comes in that, and I was asking her, is that the outfit? And she was like, oh yeah, it's the outfit. I'm like, it fit into this thing? I was so intrigued, and when she opened it, it was like hose. Well, the same thing. And I'm like, is this really going to fit your body? And she was like, yeah, it's going to fit. I'm like, okay, I'll watch. She wore this thing in front of me, and when I tell you, I'd never seen anything as tacky in my life. And I looked at her and I said, you're not wearing this out, are you? And she was like, oh my god, this is so cute. You should check this. You should check. I'm like, looking at it on you right now, I am ashamed. And trust me, that conversation didn't go well, but I'm glad I said my mom. I mean, I can't hold my tongue because you're not walking outside. Like, who raised you? Like, where are you going to looking like that? Sometimes I know I can sound like a mom, but where there's truth, you have to say it. And I've seen different variations, different brands come out with lingerie type looking outfits, the tight leggings that has holes. I'm gonna put pictures up here if YouTube will let me. Bear explaining it to you guys. You're not going to get the full picture, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. If you ever normalize this, I don't know how you make heaven. How can you see that and say it's good? How can you see that and say it's normal? How can somebody walk into a restaurant, elegant, classy restaurant, with a big hole in one of their butt cheek and another one in one of their boobs because they want to wear outfit? Please, let's be guided. I know fashion has taken a whole different turn these days, but please, come on, there's a certain thing that is just insanity. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, I feel like we have spoken about like in bits and pieces of this channel, but let me just talk about it as a whole and just get it off my chest. You see that influencer impulsive spending or impulsive shopping or unexpected shopping or unlimited budget or unlimited spending that, you know, happens. You know, when you watch someone's vlog, somebody's doing a day in the life or weekly vlog, and then you just see them get up in one morning and they're like, I'm not sure what we're going to do today, or they say, oh, I'm going to get my nails done, I'm going to get my hair done, or I have errands to run, and then one part of the clip just swerves, and then they're like, we're just going to run into the store and we're just gonna walk around, and then they end up with like bags and bags and bags of things. A lot of vlogs that you watch usually goes like that. Sometimes they have this impulsive shopping spree that probably is not planned for, looks like it's not planned for. That's one way to put it. People think that's the normal way of living life, so they try to emulate that lifestyle. It's not normal. You will not spend your salary because you're trying to live influencer lifestyle. Impulsive buying or impulse buying, you see that lifestyle is not for you. Walking into a grocery store or walking into a mall or a shop and just throwing things into the basket with no budget, no list, no priority list, nothing. It's not normal. Oh, let me talk like my mom. It is not normal. It's the lifestyle that influencers can afford, and sometimes, if not most times, they actually know that's coming. Some of them have unlimited budget. Some of them actually do have a budget, but you don't think so because vlogs are vlogs. The fact that you watch an influencer vlogging doesn't mean that you know their life. You don't know their ins and outs. You can watch someone's weekly vlog and not know what they did that entire week, like what they actually truly did that week. Yes, they carried you from Sunday to Saturday. Yes, they did, but it's not every second of the day, not every hour of the day that they put in that vlog. It's impossible. The fact that you follow your favorite influencer doesn't mean you actually know them to their house. So you assuming that them just having those sprees is spontaneous and not thought out or not put in the budget or the plan for that particular vlog, is you misleading yourself, because they're not misleading you. Is you assuming and piecing things together that are not true. You're making things up in your head. I need all of us to snap out of this illusion and delusion real quick. How much are you receiving that you want to live a lifestyle that you think somebody's living? You think. People surprise me these days and I'm just like, okay, really? Please, for your sanity, for your mental health, for your career, for your bank account, please make sure that before you indulge in certain spending activities on events, you know what you're doing. It's not normal to just walk into your grocery store, Sephora, wherever, carry a basket and just start dumping things inside. You will go broke. You will be broke while you're wondering why your influencers are getting richer and richer. And it's because you're the one thinking they're spending the way that they're spending, but they're not actually spending like that. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is that decision that some people make to not have friends or not have a lot of friends around them. People have this understanding on the internet, at least from what I've been seeing, that people that don't have friends have a problem, or people that don't have a lot of friends around them are the problem. There are people that make decisions to not have friends, and if you're one of those people, you are normal. I'm just here to tell you that there's nothing wrong with you, because I have seen certain conversations on the internet where they say things like, she's always falling out of people. And rightfully, yeah, there's some times where if you're always falling out of people, maybe you should look at yourself as well, right? I get that. But I'm talking about the people that make the decision to not have friends, or they're picky with their friends, which you should be picky with your friends, because if you are not, you particularly, you are a problem. Because why wouldn't you be picky with people that come around you? Just allow anybody and anything to be in your space. Your energy and your vibe can be interrupted, can be mixed, matched, all of it, and you don't care. You don't care for your life. You don't care for your safety. You don't care for your health. If you will let anybody around you, you are dangerous. You are a problem to society. If you're not scared of human beings coming around you, especially the way the world is going and the way the world is right now, then I fear you. You are the one that is dangerous. Everybody on the internet keeps saying, beware of that one person that doesn't have friends. No, I should beware of you that have too many friends. Because why? Why do you have that many people around you? People that have 4 best friends, 5 best friends, 6 best friends, 7 best friends. Or Guinea. What is it? And you want to come here and tell me you are a genuine friend to your 6 best friends? How are you a genuine friend to 6 best friends? That's not normal. You're not normal. All of you in the best friendship, all of you are not normal. I don't have a lot of friends. I do have friends. Barely a handful of close friends to me. I'm still open-minded. I still accept good energy in my life. If somebody is good to me, of course, I'll be good to them. As good energy meets good energy and good energy would join together. But if I don't meet good energy, why am I just going to have a couple of randoms around me? That's impossible. I will fear you. That's okay having people that you don't really like around you. And that's the thing. There are a lot of fake friendships. Oh, Jesus. Frenemies. If there's something that I have seen in the past couple of years, right, that I feel like everybody needs to be afraid of, is fake friendships. There are a lot of friends that actually hate each other. I have seen friendship in my front, like this, eyeball to eyeball, that I can tell they don't like each other at all, but they don't know they don't like each other. Categorize people. It's okay to do so. Put people where they're supposed to be. Doesn't mean you're supposed to be bad to anybody. You are a good human being, but you understand friendship dynamics and you do accordingly. If someone is not serving you again, it's okay to let them go. It's also okay to try if you love them genuinely, but if it's not working, you can't keep forcing it. You're not going to keep unnecessary people around you just because it's a thing nowadays to have friends. It's the reason why we have a lot of failed friendship story times on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. People sleeping with their boyfriends, friend stealing my man, friend sleeping with my baby daddy, friend doing this, friend setting me up, my friend did this, my friend did that. This is the reason why. Because you have snakes as friends. And the last thing I want to talk about is one that I've spoken about in this series before, but let's talk about it again. People have had different opinions, like mixed feedback about this particular point, but I want to talk about it again because it's paining me. Let's talk about Christian content or Christianity on line. I'm really tired and confused about this Christian content, Christian perspective, and Christianity on these different platforms. Nowadays, it's so good that I can't really differentiate between who is clout chasing with Christianity and who genuinely wants to use their platform to raise awareness and talk about, Christianity genuinely from their experiences and also want to teach the word. I can't tell the difference anymore. That's how good these people are becoming. There are certain things I find so weird about these content I see and come across these days that just irks my soul. One of the things that really gets me worried is the filming yourself in church, filming yourself praying, filming yourself in the spirit, talking about your private encounter with God, just filming yourself in this spiritual sacred moment that you're having. I just find it really weird. I cringe because when I go to church or when I pray or when I'm having a moment in my house or anywhere else where I'm talking to God or I'm in that community, it never ever crosses my mind to pull out a camera. I can see something online that was posted by a preacher and I agree with it or I'm moved by it, I can repost it. Obviously, there are people that want to use their platform to show that part of their lives. Some of them I'm okay with, and some of them do it right, in my opinion. Some of them put snippets, right? And I feel like that's okay. I know there are a lot of videos on YouTube that, people start with like the Bible verse of the day, which that's okay. But I've seen some vlogs that are really questionable. Without saying too much, there's a vlog that I watched where the person basically put a whole sermon at the beginning of the video. The person closed it off with the word and the verse of the vlog, opening the vlog, right? And when I tell you, after that, the next part was the person taking shots at a shisha bar, and next thing, they're twerking. It shocked me. I was flabbergasted. Rolled on into obviously normal activities, and the title of that vlog, you already knew what to expect in the vlog. So it opening the way it opened really, really shocked me. That's just like one example of what I'm talking about. I'm not really sure what the essence is. Maybe it's just an aesthetic. And I said it, aesthetics is our problem. Christianity is beautiful. People using their platform to talk about Christianity, to me, is really beautiful. Like, it's good to see, but I want it to be genuine. I want you to really be a Christian, then talk about the word. You don't know what you're talking about, but it's a thing to talk about it. It makes you look good. It gives you a different perspective as a YouTuber or as a content creator, then you do it. There are certain things that just really bother me nowadays, and I think we need to start having certain conversations because people's head needs to be corrected. Some things are not normal. Like, there are so many things that I just see nowadays, and I'm just like, where are we going with this bad character? Where are we going with this poor attitude? Like, who even taught us all these things that we're doing? Whoever came out and say, okay, you should be doing this, and if you don't do this thing, you are a goat. Let me just breathe, because I've been talking and stressed and emotionally drained this entire video. So let me just end it here and go and sleep, because I need to calm down. I just need to breathe. But anyway, that's pretty much everything that I have for you guys in this video. Again, my hair is from Luvme Hair. I'm going to have all the links down below. I would always recommend Luvme Hair to you guys because they have really, really affordable wigs that are good quality. So go down to my description box below and click on the link and shop this really affordable bob wig. Follow me on my socials, Instagram and TikTok. They are going to be linked below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
Those of you that are listening in your car, at your job, you at home, I don't care where you at. Turn this up right now, because we're about to go in. Hey, sit there.